Oh, ho, 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 ho. Do I feel good today? What is up, DTL Universe? Welcome into your daily sports and sports betting brand of record. We are live every weekday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, on demand on the weekends with my man AB. Turn on your notifications. Every time a show drops, you will be notified. Now, a little bit of housekeeping before we get to the stars of the show. Yesterday, at least for me, if games were 7 innings, I would have cashed, but they are not, alas. But look at my man AB, a nice little 8-1 final. No sweat there. The crew, you guys taking care of business. The Mets went over the total by themselves yesterday. Oh, and VAR, can't wait to talk to my man Charles. VAR doing it again to all of the soccer plays today. But as you know, we grind all the time. And when you have more check marks than X's, that's exactly what we want. Now, as always, I can't do this without my partner, our five-tool player, the man that has that big old fat smile that I love so very much. So on this Thursday morning, AB, hello to you, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, crew. Doing fantastic, man. Hey, you looking sharp as always over there, Coach.
Thank you very much. I'm trying. I even had a fresh shave today, AB. I don't know why. It's early out here on the West Coast, but I got up today and it looks good.
Smooth.
Right?
It's nice.
Thank you very much.
Well, you know what?
Whenever you
Well, I was gonna say, here is the wager, the fun wager for today.
Okay.
Who is more smooth, Coach's face or Clayton Kershaw in his return to the Los Angeles Dodgers? We'll find that out sometime today.
Well, if they could have actually hit last night, because that was one of my plays live on the show, I'd have been more happy about the Dodgers. But they give up 6 runs in the 8th. The under, which was sailing, it goes to the over. That's what baseball. AB, you talk about frustrations in baseball betting right now. How ready are you for football to get here September 5th?
I cannot wait. Both college and the NFL. I cannot wait, man. I'm fired up.
We have such big plans here at the brand for college football, for NFL football. We'll roll them out in the next couple of weeks. But when I say we have more content, my goodness, do we have more content? I'm asking my entire crew, led by AB, to really step up for all of you at home. Now, another man who was always pounding my phone, always texting every single day. We never forget about our man, Howie Schwab. He loved college football. My God, did he love college football. What is the crew play of the day? Can we go 2 in a row, AB?
The smoothest name in the game, Howie Schwab, looking sharp there. All right, 2 games, 4 options. Braves Mets over 7. Braves Mets under 7. Orioles Marlins over 8. Orioles Marlins under 8. And I tell you, there are pitfalls to be found in both of these games. Very low numbers. There's some wild stuff going on. Chris Sale on the mound today. That Braves game got postponed last night. Man, wild one.
What are you thinking about that one? Because I know we talked about the doubleheader yesterday, and the first game sailed to the over, and then the second game was postponed. Does that affect anything in your mind today?
Not much, to be honest with you. It gave the Braves, some travel there. Playing against the Mets,
tough, right?
Yeah, it's a tough one because Chris Sale gets the job done, but you get to him one time. Look what the Mets did last night, man.
How about Glenn in the chat? A lot of people got bounced by that late Dodgers game last night, AB. I had the under in that game, too, to complete a 3-leg parlay. Glenn, I'm so sorry, buddy. That's the way the ball bounces, unfortunately. All right, AB, we are about to welcome in a brand new partner today. Excited about that. We've got the best crew in the game. Excited about that. Are you ready, sir?
Ready, sir.
Are you ready, sir? Let's
ready,
do it.
Sir.
It's time. It's time for the picks. Brian said Harry's Razor sponsorship on the way. I've never even heard of Harry Razors, but call us. We'll take your call. You're damn right. Got to go get some Mach 3s today, however. I go old school. Mach 3 Gillette.
Mach 3s.
All right, first and foremost, does anybody deserve, AB, I don't think anybody on the screen right now deserves the 15 seconds today but you. But you're not allowed. You're a leader. You're a partner. You're not allowed to play in the game. So who do we go to first? Why are you pointing to the chat? You want the chat to go
Let
first,
the chat
Raphael?
go first. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Give it to Charles because you know what? I believe in my man. I think he's going to have a monster day today.
All right, and I believe in Joe Hendry. Charles, you're going to get our 15 seconds today because I know yesterday you had 2 goals in your live play at halftime. They couldn't score. Then you had USA. They couldn't score. I could not believe those 2 didn't cash with the first half that we had. Good morning, sir. Give me your 15 seconds. Oh, no. What are we doing? I give you the big old.
Oh, that's not me. That's not me.
Charles, let me give you a little nugget.
Hey, it's me. I'll take it. Hey, that's me. Morning, coach.
You're the
Morning,
only
crew. Morning,
one that can do it. You're the only one that can do it.
Deny.
Like we can't do it.
15 seconds is up. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, Charles,
Hey.
let's start over. Charles, you get the 15 seconds.
Morning, coach, crew, chat. Yeah, not 1, not 2, but 3 disallows, 2 in that first match, and then we get 90 plus 4 USA scores. I see that little light blinking on flash score, and then what happens? Disappears, disallow. That's how it went yesterday, but we put that one in the rear view. Big day ahead.
I think I need to apologize to Charles too, because apparently producer man is taking this one on the chin in the chat. He says that was producer man. My bad. So maybe we've unlocked some stuff here at StreamYard that the producer man can do that we didn't know about. Charles, my apologies sincerely. Not really, but sincerely. All right, he is our numbers guy, and he has been grinding on everything but sports. So I guarantee, Raphael, you're really happy to be back on DTL today. Good morning, sir.
I am very happy. And I need to talk to you after the show because the best sport is going to start next month. Little League World Series. We need to have a special show for the Little League World Series. Watch out for Hawaii. They got another monster team coming in, and Chinese Taipei should have another monster team coming in. So Little League World Series odds coming out probably in about 7 days.
And you're going to do them, correct?
Yes.
He's on our team. Damn it.
Betting on the kids.
I cannot believe it's all about the kids.
I have no kids.
That's true. So you got all the time in the world to do the odds. Finally, he is the only 5-star chef in the game. And every single day takes it more and more seriously. We're excited to have him on the crew. Seabass, good morning, sir.
Morning, coach, crew. How's everybody? Coach, you still use the Mach 3? Have you ever tried the Venus women's razors on your head? They're the best. Hands down. Venus women's razors on your head.
Didn't know that question was coming, but I can honestly say no, I have not. But I'm not opposed. As long as it's smooth and it's nice, I'll try anything.
Listen, I use and this bikini gel. No razor, but no nothing. It's smooth, and I'm telling you, you got to do it.
So far, AB, in the first 4 minutes or 8 minutes, we've had a Little League World Series, bikini gel, women's razors, and VAR. All in the same segment, all at the same time, AB. What are we doing?
I can't believe that, Venus, I can't believe they haven't done like the goodies in BC headache powder, like it's the same company, but they compete. How they don't have like a Venus and Serena. That's what I would be doing. Call me.
How do these marketing people get their jobs when we have all the answers right?
They're marks. That's what they are. They're marks, bro.
They really are. By the way, Brian said Seabass for the win. And Austin said Seabass dropping life hacks. That's very
not all food over here, coach. It's not all food. I got everything.
So with that being said, the crew is here and we are ready. Again, a small positive day yesterday. But as AB said, I think today's going to be a monster day for us. So, Charles, I'm coming over to you, and I want to start with a little parlay, change things up. Let's start right there, sir.
Yeah, we wanted to get this Europa League qualifiers parlay out pretty quick because these odds keep shifting. We have Ajax and Vojvodina over 2.5 full-time goals in Braga and Maccabi. Petah Tikva over 2.5 full-time goals as well. Like I said, these odds are shifting, so the sooner you can get it put in, the faster. And I built this over with our friends at DraftKings.
You're damn right we did. Get them in right now. We're always looking for the best numbers. Now, we'll get back to your straight plays in a second. Raphael, let me come over to you because Thursdays has kind of become your cup of tea, your bread and butter, as it were, because you love the ponies. Talk to me.
Yeah, we're going to California. That's right. Del Mar Race 1, my favorite racetrack of all in the United States. Del Mar. We're going to go $20 win place on the 4-horse Great Heart. I hope to have the Great Heart one of these days. But this horse, 6-year-old horse racing this one. He's raced twice this year. Won one, placed on the second one. I think it has great speed on this one. It should be a fast race. So I think the number 4 horse, great one. And I love the dad of this horse. Empire Maker was the sire of this one. Had late speed in the last 2 races. Great Heart had late speed. So I'm hoping we see the same thing as maybe the dad comes out of him and gets that late speed. 6-year-old horse, I think, wins this race. And then we'll go with the ladies in soccer. Hey, ladies, that's right. We're going to Colombia and France. These ladies are playing one of the late games, I think 2 or 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Both teams to score -3 nickels. France is looking to repeat what the men did yesterday. They won 3-1. The last time these two teams played, France won 5-2, 7 goals. I think both teams hit the back of the net. I think France wins easy. I would not shock me if we see like a 3-1, 4-1 type of game. But the ladies score a lot of goals today.
Did you guys listen to the last 2 different takes, horse racing, women's soccer? I'll ask you one simple question right here on a Thursday morning. Do you want to do the work? I didn't think so. That kind of content, I think, would fit perfectly into a little something we may call DTL, the podcast. Details still to come. Thank you, Raphael. Now, speaking of knowledge is power, Gabe in the chat says, AB, I took the Astros team total over yesterday because I can never play an over when the A's are involved. Knowledge is power. Still cast the 8.5, though. Smart way to play it, AB, huh?
Very smart. Well done there. Gabe crushed it.
Yes, he did. Gabe crushed it. Just like my man Charles, I'm coming back to you right now, big boy, because we have the parlay. We got 2 straight plays, and there's a lot of different soccer going on today. So I need you to be very, very specific with the crew at home so they know exactly where to find this.
The second round of Europa League qualifiers are here, and I've located a match where we should see a one-sided result with Braga, who averaged 3 total goals at home last season, while Maccabi Petah Tikva conceded 2.1 team goals on the road last season. I mean, this is truly a blowout spot. So we're going to grab the over 1.5 first-half goals, as I see them coming early and often, and the over 3.5 full-time goals. This has the all the makings of a 4-0, maybe 3-1, 5-0 type of final score.
All right, very, very good. Very specific and to the point, Charles. Thank you very much. Now, you guys at home, you understand just how hard my crew grinds every single day. Most of the time, we don't even have time to stop and eat. And you guys know I'm leading the charge. I'm leading the charge because we're grinding 24/7. So today, excited to welcome one of our new partners to the DTL universe, and I'm talking about Factor Meals, because warmer, sunnier days, they are calling. Fuel up with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for the fall thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So no matter how busy you are, that's important, no matter how busy you are, because we're all grinding, all of us at home and here, you'll always have time to enjoy nutritious, great tasting meals. So here's the deal. Head to factormeals.com/DTL50 and use that code DTL50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. Again, that's code DTL50 at factormeals.com/DTL50. Go get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Seabass, it just makes sense that Factor Meals wants to be a part of what we're doing because we're busy. And I sold them that we have the only 5-star chef in the game on our crew, huh?
Yeah, they're actually pretty good. I've had them. So check them out, guys. Factor Meals. I've done some stuff with them. Good stuff. But we're back in day baseball today. I've got some plays here. We're going to go. I'm all over Roddery Munoz today. Now, that line under 4.5 strikeouts, -130. If you're looking for it now, it's kind of blown up a little bit. I've seen it as high as 180. You can find it on FanDuel still at -152. I like the play. Look, overall, Roddery's got a 5.14 ERA, but his FIP, which takes out some of the noise that ERA has, is up to 6.66. At home, it's 6.32. He's putting about 1.65 guys on base. So I like him to give up more than 2.5 runs. Baltimore, I know the bats haven't quite been there, but they're breaking out today. I like them a lot. Now, if you think you can't find that 4.5 strikeouts, you want something a little bit different, I also like the over 4.5 hits. You can find that at -145.
Always looking out for the crew. That's my man, Seabass. By the way, we have a little dissension in the ranks, AB, because somebody in the chat said, I thought AB was a food guy. And then Mark says, waiting for AB's food review. So maybe that's what we need to do, is order a bunch of Factor meals, have you eat them live on the air, and then give you a review of whatever it happens to be that day.
So I'm 1,000% in on that. And understand, I'm the food eating guy. There's a much difference of the person that prepares and puts together this cornucopia of lovely plates of deliciousness as Seabass and Factor does. I'm just the guy that tears it apart. I'm basically the raccoon of the show here. I'm just going to come up and...
Yes, right? There's levels. There's levels.
Let me tell you this. I'm a guy who understands what his role is. Do your job. I am perfectly fine with all of that. Raving Derelict, welcome in as well. But yeah, I'm perfectly fine being the neighborhood raccoon of all the food on this show.
By the way, is everybody... Go ahead, Seabass.
I was saying, when I cook, I do a lot of stuff. Like my wife and I, we host a lot of events. And when people are over, I don't even eat half the food that I cook. By the time I'm done cooking everything and looking at it and tasting, making sure it's where it is, I don't want to eat anymore. I'm pouring a drink and just hanging out with everybody at that point. So I need a guy like AB to just go ahead and eat it all so I don't have leftovers.
What do we always say here at the brand? Synergy. That's what I'm talking about. AB and Seabass. I can't wait for the YouTube videos. I can't wait. It's going to happen. That's our future. That's the evolution of DTL, the food brand. Raven Derelict, welcome to being a premium member. Now, AB, we're coming right back to you, big boy, because yesterday, the Padres, for some reason, they love hitting in this ballpark. They just have been mashing, and it's an early game today. Why do you like this over?
Would you like to know why? First off, Padres
Please.
Nationals over 8.5. Yesterday, we said it on the Crew exclusive. Let me get my hair right there. That there would be bombs being mashed, all right? Hitting him into the Navy yard there for a few good minutes, Tom Cruise. And what this final score ended up being, like 13-5 or something. Exactly right. And I'll show you right here why it's going to be the exact same thing. Padres Nationals, all right? You've got 8-mile-an-hour winds that are blowing directly out. We've been playing it over and over and over. It's the same thing that we were doing with the Astros and the A's. The weather and the wind absolutely matters. Not to mention high humidity there. It's going to be around 60% roughly. It'll move around the day. So it's nothing huge significant, but it helps. The 8-mile-an-hour winds, though, it doesn't sound like a lot. It is. It absolutely helps. Now, going over to Los Angeles, okay? So we spoke. Clayton Kershaw is making his return today. No idea what he's going to look like, but I'm going to say this. He's going to be on a pitch count. He's going to be out of the game probably pretty early, and you have 10-mile-an-hour winds that are blowing out. I'm just saying I know that it's been frustrating getting runs out of both of these teams. You're going to get runs today. You're absolutely going to get runs today. So 10-mile-an-hour winds, pay attention there. And then finally, the Orioles and the Marlins. Seabass just spoke about that. All right, you've got wind that's blowing in, but you have humidity that's in the 70% range, which is crazy high, and the temperature is 99 degrees of what it feels like out there. So you're going to have pretty good hitting conditions. If they could beat the wind, yeah, Seabass is going to be all over that one. And it's going to look like in that Nationals game, you saw that Factor meals, that spaghetti and meatballs. I hope you saw that at the top. Did you see the size of those meatballs? That's what it's going to look like for hitters today in Nationals Park. Just perfect. Everything that you want. And yeah, Factor meals, I can't wait to dig in. Those spaghetti and meatballs, those were huge, man. Fantastic. Look at that.
I knew, AB, when we made this deal that you would be incredibly excited. Yes. I knew you would be. In fact, they just called me just now. They go, can we get AB on the side, please? I said, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. By the way, we don't ask anybody to write anything. We just kind of organically let the show grow. But I would be not doing my job as the host if I didn't read what Raving Derelict writes. Okay, I finally just joined. Tired of that lame gray text and getting notifications of all the crew exclusive wins that I'm not a part of. Could not write it any better myself. Now, raving derelict, I'm going to tell you this, that starting September 5th, we're going to have 3 nights a week of DTL After Dark, Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. We're also going to have more content daily in addition to the crew exclusive. So, AB, I don't know if it were me, I would probably get my membership in sooner rather than later. Don't you think so?
100%, like no BS. I know shows and brands on YouTube, they'll all say, like, I'm telling you that the crew exclusive is going to be huge here in like 30 days or less. Like, it is about to ramp way up, and I promise you it will be worth every single penny.
You're damn right. You're damn right. You're damn right. Now, I love all the partnership. I love the people that are coming to us. We're dealing with so many great people, but we're about entertainment, right? We're about movie stars here at the brand. If you know, you know. And now, Educate and Entertain is brought to you by Reagan, the movie.
Welcome to your life.
You can run from a bully for so long,
There's no
but after a while, you're going to have to stand up to him.
What did the president know, and when did he know it?
I am about to start the biggest war of this century.
You told me you wanted to make a difference in this world.
What would you have me do?
I want you to fight!
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall!
Wants to rule the world.
My favorite part. I want you to fight. AB, go.
So that line, what did the president know and when did he know it? That was delivered by a gentleman named Howard Baker from the state of Tennessee, represented the state of Tennessee, went to the University of Tennessee. Big Howard Baker, shout out, man.
Is anybody else shocked that AB just remembered something from his 10th grade history class? Anybody else? Anybody else? By the way, AB, and people don't know this yet, and we're going to show it. Probably not today because I didn't prepare it. Had a lot going on. But Omar in the chat says, does my membership come with free food samples? That's funny. But Omar has gone above and beyond recently. And we're going to – I don't think we have it ready today, but we're going to have it ready. Omar, thank you very much. He's a good one of the OGs.
Omar's the best. He sent in a gift, and you're right. And it's my fault. I didn't have it ready. I was working on it, and then the show catches up to you in the morning. But, Omar, we have a big shout-out to you coming tomorrow because you are first class. He's been with us since day one, since the previous. Like, Omar is first class all the way.
No doubt about it. It's all about paying it forward, and we will have a charity component starting September 5th. We've got a lot of things that we're working on, so thank you guys for being patient with us because, man, like AB said, we've only got like 6 people, so we're trying to do it all. All right, so, gentlemen, it's time to educate and entertain, and we're not just about the picks here. And you talk about that line, I want you to fight. Well, right now, the San Francisco 49ers, they don't have anybody in Camp AB to fight because Trent Williams, he ain't there. Brandon Ayuk, he ain't there. And depending on who you believe, he wants out of town. These are the defending NFC champions. They are the favorites to go to the Super Bowl, but yes, they can't get their own house in order. Are you concerned after the last 3 days and what's coming out of their camp?
I'm not concerned, but it is notable. That's a lot of big names, and especially for a team. I don't even know how they have any money. Like, it feels like the 49ers just go get everyone, right? Like, you see Brandon Ayuk, he wants to trade, all this stuff, and they go out and they draft wide receivers. They draft. I don't know how they have any money to spend, but if there's ever any team that gets it done, it's them. They do it every year. So, no concern, but it's on the radar. You know what I mean?
100%, because now the training camps, Seabass, are up and running. And when your head coach, Kyle Shanahan, and he's been around for a minute, he knows how to answer these questions. He's like, yeah, we've been talking to Trent Williams for a second. Well, why didn't you get it done then before July 25th or July 26th? Does it concern you? Because this is a team that is locked and loaded to go back.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm concerned either, but I don't understand why teams, GMs, why do they wait to the last minute? A lot of these guys have make it very clear that they want their contracts redone. They want to be done before they get into training camp, before they go into the season. I know the NFL, they have their timeline and what, but I don't know. I don't understand that. But if neither of them come back, listen, I'm looking for the Lions to maybe sneak up and win in the NFC this year. I mean, that's a lot of yardage from Ayuk that you're going to have to replace. He's super talented receiver. So if they don't get it done, then maybe. Like I said, I'm not concerned today, but there could be some.
He might be a little bit ticked off that he wasn't focused on in receivers. AB, quickly go.
CBS brought it up an excellent point. And let me tell you, in football, in life, in everything, deadlines spurn actions. Always set a deadline and give a hard out, because that is when people get things done. So it's wild, because he's right. Like, I don't know why these teams wait, but human nature, man, deadlines.
It's a great point by both of you. And by the way, if you watched Receivers on Netflix, think Netflix, how you cannot be a fan of that team now or a fan of Amon-Ra St. Brown, I don't know if you're human. This dude, he speaks multiple languages. His mother is German. She only speaks to them when they were kids in German, so they would learn it. I mean, it's crazy. So I'm with you, Seabass. I am a Lions fan. Now, Raphael, we always come from a numbers perspective with you. And when you're looking at a Niners team, this can always affect the futures market. Does these two guys, very important, does this affect anything in your mind that will change the number for the San Francisco 49ers?
But I'm going to speak on behalf of what the sportsbooks do now these days. I can guarantee you sportsbooks are putting out their newsletters to their customers and putting on there that the 49ers are missing two key pieces. Why? Because they're heavy ticket written on the San Francisco 49ers to win the NFC. They're anywhere between plus 250 all the way up to 325 in multiple shops. So, yeah, the sportsbooks want that Lions money, the Eagles money, all that money coming in. Because, again, they're heavy on the 49ers. So, on a sportsbook point of view, we're thrilled that they're missing guys. We're thrilled that the Cowboys are missing guys. We're thrilled that Kamala over in the Saints is missing. So, yeah, these are teams that we need to be missing so we can get other team action to kind of balance the future pool.
I love that information. And AB, our resident 49ers expert in the chat, of course, is Big Cheesy. And he says they're not worried at all. Do you remember the last time Big Cheesy said that he wasn't worried about something, AB?
I think it was around February.
I believe it was around February. And I believe it would take me about 15 seconds to find 3 pictures that I savor so very much in my phone. Thank you, Big Cheesy. By the way, Big Cheesy's partner, DG, he is in the chat right now. If you have any questions for him, go ahead and ask him. He'll answer them for you in real time. Now, AB, I don't know how the NBA became this multi-billion-dollar business, but now it's getting out of control. And in the last couple of days, they locked it in. It's going to be NBC. It's going to be ESPN. And now Amazon, $1.8 billion a year to have the NBA. So the TNT said, oh, wait a second. We want to match that. The NBA says no. As we look into our future, we talk about in our meetings all the time that streaming is the future and networks is not. Does this scream now? Since the NBA says no, we're not going to allow you to match that. What does it tell you about where the NBA wants to take their business?
Tells me that loyalty means nothing. How long has Turner been a partner with the NBA? 30 years? And it means nothing? Like, look, here's where you're at if you're the NBA, okay? You have Amazon right here, and you're saying, okay, they have money, but they also have distribution, right? I get it. Totally get it. Like, I do not blame anybody looking at Amazon, and especially for 11 years, right? Like, I totally understand. But loyalty has to mean something, man. 30 years, and you matched it? That one hurts, man. Like, I totally get the NBA, but yeah, go ahead. Like, I'm with you.
Well, no, what I was going to say is it feels like Amazon is trying to do a little bit of damage control as well, because their head content executive came out yesterday, Seabass, and he said they would be very interested in bringing over the entire cast of Inside the NBA, which when you really look at it, essentially TNT is paying wants to pay to keep that show, which is something I've never seen before in media. But based off what AB just said, what is your take?
Yeah, I agree. Loyalty's got to count for something. But the NFL, I mean, they've got Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime, so they've gone that route as well. You got it on ESPN, CBS, Fox, NBC. So there's all these different networks. I don't understand why they can't find a spot for the TNT crew. I mean, listen, I don't watch a lot of regular season NBA, but I love watching that show. It's entertaining. I get all the information that I need. And like AB said, for 30 years, like I don't understand why that. And taking the whole crew to Amazon, I don't think that's the answer. I think not everybody wants to pick up another streaming service. Not everybody has that. TNT is just been there. It's something that people are comfortable with. I don't understand it at all. I think it's a bad move, honestly.
Yeah, and Ernie and Charles, Charles has already said next year's his last year on TV. He's retiring. Ernie has been with TNT for over 30 years. He's not going anywhere. So AB's point is absolutely valid. They are loyal to TNT. They're not going to take that show to Amazon. That's just not, no matter how much money you offer them. That's just, they're guys, they're making $10 million a year each. They're the highest paid show on television. So Raphael, as we come over to you, to answer Seabass's question very, very quickly, they sold 7 days. So between the 3 networks, there's going to be national televised games 7 days a week. They kind of squeezed TNT out. But what's your take on this situation?
I'm going to play devil's advocate. There's no such thing as loyalty anymore. I've worked for MGM for 13, 14 Super Bowls. And when my contract was up, I thought, hey, they're going to probably give me what I want. And nope, they didn't. So there's no such thing as loyalty in this one. And this all has to do with Ernie. Ernie did not want to leave TNT. The Amazon and the NBA offered them the whole show to move over there. And Ernie said he was not leaving TNT, which I'm glad he didn't. He is, I think of Ernie and I think of that. No way. I can't see Ernie at Amazon, Netflix, ESPN. I always going to remember him on that station. So hats off for him for sticking his guns. But loyalty has been dead for a very, very long time when it comes to business.
So it is kind of different when you hear a guy like Ernie Johnson say, no, I would never do that, because so many, I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, we're in a different situation, obviously. But if somebody offered me, I'd be going. I'd take all of you guys with me. But they're in a very, very, very unique situation. We'll see how it all plays out. I do not think they'll ultimately take them to court. They've said they might, but there's going to be a lot of nationally televised games. And the reason we talk about this, guys at home, is because nationally televised games are different in the betting market. Are they not, AB, than just having a regional game?
100%. 100%.
Not
Raphael?
Not streaming. We've seen some declining. Well, because not everyone has Amazon Prime, Netflix. Not everyone can afford all these streaming services. We've seen a decline when it comes to NBC games, CBS games, or the Monday night game on ESPN, on those Thursday games that are on Amazon Prime. We have seen a small decline, especially on live betting and especially on props.
All right, we're going to keep our eye on this, because it's going to be, everything kind of funnels back to the sports betting market, and nobody does all of these discussions better than right here at DTL. And I would love to have the ability to continue this kind of discussion later in the day. If only, AB, we had a show later in the day that we could discuss these things. That would be probably pretty popular, I would think.
It'd be a dream come true.
It really would be. It really would be. All right, I love educate and entertain, but there's a lot of you. As I see the number continue to rise, live numbers are awesome for us. But sometimes you don't get at the top of the show at 10 a.m. Eastern time. We got you covered there. A little something we like to call the whip around. All right, so it's time to find out who's going to go the yard today. And look at that picture. That is awesome. Shohei. Going to be a big day in Dodger land, plus 275. Marcell Ozuna, the big boy from AB's Braves. Jorge Soler, if you know, you know. Luis Robert and Anthony Santander. Now, the numbers are not great, Charles, but where are we going today?
You know, AB sold me with that Dodgers-Giants game, so I'll go with Ohtani plus 275.
All right, and they did nothing last night, so they're due tonight. All right, AB, I'm coming over to you next.
1,000% Shohei Ohtani.
I knew
1,000%. Yeah,
was coming.
It's blowing out of right field, left-handed pull hitters. Freddie Freeman's not a bad option as well.
telling you guys right now, those win graphics, they take a long time, but guess where you don't think about the time? At the pay window when you're cashing the ticket, and you can thank AB in real time. All right, Seabass, come on over, you big boy. What do you like?
I'm gonna go 3 for 3. AB giving out all the good information. Let's ride Otani.
All right. Oh, Raphael says, where are you going, big boy?
Otani screwed me yesterday. He was supposed to have the day off. That's why I bet the under. And then he decides he wants to play, even though he's had horrible numbers against Roy. I hope he goes 0 for 4 in this game. Sorry, you guys, for hitting home runs at plus 275, but I'm still mad. Solar Bomb, give me Jorge Soler at plus 325. I'm mad at Otani right now.
This is a true story. Last night, me and my daughter, we go on daddy-daughter dates once a month. She's big in the theater. You guys know that, right? So we bought season tickets to this place called Segerstrom out here. They have amazing, Hamilton's coming next year, big-time stuff. So our tickets are on Wednesday nights. So we were there last night, and Clue is the show this month. If you guys have to go see Clue, it's amazing. It was one of the best plays I've ever seen. But I'm checking the phone underneath the program, and as the Giants are scoring in the 8th inning, I was thinking of you, Raphael, and I started laughing. And my daughter leaned over, and she goes, "That wasn't a funny part," because it was hilarious. I go, "You don't know what I'm looking at right now." As they went from 1-0 to the over cashing in a matter of 20 minutes. So you got me through Clue at a non-funny moment, Raphael. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime, Coach.
All right, Austin says Clue, very underrated movie too. You're right, it was.
I agree.
DG always doing his work. I'm not going to read his chat, but he's always working. Hey, gentlemen, great show by you today. Charles, I hope that VAR is your best friend today, because there's a lot of plays out there, and they're throughout the day. So I encourage you to follow my main man on the Twitter. So what do we got today, Charles?
Europa League qualifiers, parlay Ajax and Vojvodina over 2.5 goals, and Braga, Maccabi, Petah Tikva over 2.5 goals. Then we're going to stick with that same Braga, Maccabi, Petah Tikva match as well. We'll go over 1.5 first half goals and over 3.5 full-time goals, as I expect. Goals early and often, and at least a 4-0, 5-0, maybe 3-1 type final score.
AB, I'll get back to AB in a second. Bring me back on camera real quick. AB, what did you write last night when Charles sent those plays in with the spelling of the team?
I can't even read any of that, much less find it. I don't even know what it is.
I was dying laughing.
It's like a bunch of robots playing against each other. I don't know.
All right. My apologies. That was so funny reading I wish you guys had access to how we communicate every day. It's so much fun. All right, Raphael, I'm coming over to you. What do you like today?
We're going to Del Mar Horse Racing, race 1, $20 win place on the 4-horse. Great Heart. It should be a great race. I'm hoping some late speed gets me to this win. 2-1 right now. Would not be shocked if we close a little bit higher, plus 250, 2-1. Great Heart. And then, hey, ladies, that's right. Women's soccer, the Olympics, Colombia, France. Both teams to score -3 nickels. They played last year, 5-2 victory for France. I think France puts up a big number, 4-1, 3-1 type of game.
Somebody's been working on their talent work at home. I'm noticing. Seabass, talk to me.
All right, we're going down to Miami today. Rodri Munoz under 4.5 strikeouts. And I told you earlier this got a little bit juicy, so maybe you want to do that over 4.5 hits. But we also like his earned runs over 2.5 today at -115. Now, if you still want a strikeout play, I was also looking at myself down in Tampa today. Chris Bassett over 5.5 strikeouts. You can find that at -120 on DraftKings.
I like it. What do we call that, Charles? The live if you know play. What do we call that when we give one out live?
Oh, we're staying on your toes.
Stay on your toes. Yes.
Play. There you go.
That one.
Seabass taking care of us today on the Staying on Your Toes play. AB, there is a game at 12:05 p.m. Eastern time, and you are all over it. Talk to me.
Factor Mills and myself are going to be in just meatball heaven, as are the Padres and Nationals. Over 8.5, going to be a great game. And you're right, lots of day baseball today. So even on the West Coast, day baseball. It's going to be awesome, man. I can't wait.
It really is. 6 games today before 4:30, 2 games after 4:30 today. So get them in. Raphael, go.
AB moving numbers. That one's a solid 9 right now. So AB moving numbers at 10:41 Eastern Standard Time. So congratulations, AB.
Thank you, sir.
So what you're saying, Raphael, is if they would have been watching at around 10:12 when he gave it out the first time, we could have got it 8.5, correct?
Correct. Same thing with Charles plays. Charles plays are moving like crazy as well. So it pays to watch early, not come in, get the plays, and get out.
Very interesting. Very well said. By the way, I'm going to stop something right here, right now. I see many of you talking about fantasy leagues in the chat. And somebody said, Coach doesn't have time to be a good team manager. You're damn right. You're damn right. And guess who else is not going to help you run that league? That man in the blue shirt in the middle box up there. Don't even ask him. He doesn't have time to do it. Will we participate? Probably. But he will not run nothing when it comes to a fantasy football league. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. Gentlemen, great show today. As always, appreciate the effort and the insight and the educate and entertain. It is time to wrap things up with the closing bell. Okay, yesterday we have a big old check mark from the crew. How do we do it today?
Crew is crushing, absolutely crushing, and they're going with the Orioles Marlins over 8. And if you're looking at the weather down there, we spoke about the feels like. Take a look at the wind, all right? It's coming in, but you've got some really nice humidity down there, and you've got a low number. So, the crew, I'm rolling with you, man. Orioles Marlins over 8. Let's go.
All right, very, very good. They're starting to put pressure on us, AB, in the chat. As if
Well,
we're
I'll tell you this. I'm in the
pressure.
fantasy baseball league, and exactly what you said. I have no time, so I'm in last place. So I look like a big dork.
Japan says, Coach, don't be scared of fantasy football. You are easy money, Coach. That is true. So, AB, you and I could do one of two things. We could take the very little time we have left and play fantasy football, or we could take it and invest that time into more content under the DTL umbrella to give out to the people at home to help them more in this space. What do you vote for?
I like your choice, and we could make their league content on the show. So there we go. Coach, I think you're spot on.
I didn't even think about that. Right now, Soupy's somewhere screaming and doing the hoo somewhere because he has been blowing us up about fantasy football. We're going to do some component. We promise you that. AB, great show today.
You too.
Factor Meals is very, very happy with you. They said, we got 8 mentions in the show today. I'm here for it. They just sent me a text. Yeah, they did. All right. CID says more content, Coach. CID, that's exactly what we're doing. Producer man, thank you for the one shot. I appreciate it. This is the type of day that we love. And these are the type of days when we get to the fall that you're absolutely going to love. We love doing this. We love grinding. We love doing more content. We love the partnerships that we have coming down the track. But now we got to go out and cash those tickets. So it's now time for you to understand this. It's time for you to go out into the world, pay it forward, be kind to one another, be honest with each other. It's the only way this thing can work. And there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. My entire crew, my man from the Dirty Charles, my numbers guy, Raphael Esparza, the only 5-star chef in the game, Seabass, DG in the chat, producer man always behind the scenes, and my partner AB grinding like nobody else in the business. I am simply the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about right here at Driving the Line. Good luck.